When Rassie was in his podcast talking about how he does not want the younger players to feel lost when they come into the Springboks system. Like, he's gonna foster this entire thing where the senior players teach all the younger players what to do. That is exactly what all clubs should be doing. Not gatekeeping their position like I'm gonna play 15 forever. Your name's not even on the jersey. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be discussing the squad announcement for the November test matches. We all know what's going on. It's time to go to the UK and show those guys how to play some actual rugby. No, I'm joking. You guys know how to play rugby. As always, like, comment, subscribe, leave a like, or leave whatever you want to leave on the channel. Thank you so much for watching the video. I appreciate all the support that this channel has been getting lately, even though there's no subscribers on this channel right now. Anyway, we're gonna discuss the squad announcement that Rassie Erasmus has put out. I believe it's a 36-man squad for the outgoing tour in November. 36 men. It's absolutely unbelievable. They have uncapped Porthren. That's been named in an exciting. That's the that is the headline for this particular article. Former junior Springbok prop and captain Zachary Porthren earned his first Springbok call-up on Monday as national coach Rassie Erasmus named a quality 36-man squad for the Castle Lager ongoing tour in November, which features 4 players who will return for the Boks setup for the first time this season. So, okay, I know we're in Gotham City. This is Gotham City lights. Just forget about that. It could be worse, guys. Could be a person drilling outside. Construction. Anyway, Erasmus has also placed 10 players on standby, including uncapped Ulster and former World Under-20 Championship Rugby Player of the tournament, Jano Augustus, and Vodacom Bulls back Sebastian de Klerk. Good to see Augustus named in the standby, although I think they should have had him in the squad. But maybe they do have too many 8th mans and people coming back from injury problem. The Boks will face Japan in the first of 5 tests on consecutive Saturdays at Wembley Stadium in London on the 1st of November before lining up against France at the Stade de France in Paris, 8th of November. Italy at the Allianz Stadium, Turin, 15th November. Ireland at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin, 22 November. And Wales at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, which I don't know why we're playing Wales, but whatever. Wales don't count. No, so no, there's some people from Wales like, what the hell? What do you mean we don't count? Yeah, you don't count. No. It's Welsh rugby is going through a lot, but Porthren, who's made his DHL Stormers Vodacom United Rugby Championship debut in May, is currently on tour with the team in Italy. He's the only uncapped player in the 36-man squad who will depart for London in different groups from their respective franchises and clubs on Saturday and Sunday, respectively. Ben Jason Dixon, Johan Grobler, Gerard Steenkamp will make their first appearances for the team this season, whilst Jean Klein, who suffered an injury during the team's opening match of the year against the Barbars, Kurtley Arendse and Edwil van der Merwe, both wings, are all back from injury. Now, this was a thing that a lot of people have been, some of my friends, I guess they don't really keep up with rugby the way I do. People are asking me, what happened to Kurtley Arendse? What happened to Edwil van der Merwe? They're injured. They were injured. They were wondering why they were not in the last few rugby championship. They were injured. And that gave an opportunity to young Ethan Hooker, and he took his opportunity. I just don't know if he's as effective as Edwill and Kirtley. Now, obviously, he's still very fresh and new in his international career, and when we talk about Kirtley and Edwill, these are guys that are like nearing their prime. Maybe we haven't even seen half the stuff that they're capable of. And so I would expect them to be definitely involved in these next few test matches. The squad includes 21 forwards and 15 backline players, standard Rassie procedure. Whilst the standby list features 7 forwards: Augustus, Fouchier, Bonambi, Morat, Hlabakanye, Roos, Chituka, and 3 backs in Lucanio Am, de Klerk, and Makazole Mapimpi. So, Springbok captain Siya Kolisi is in line to become only the 9th South African Test centurion on the tour after racking up his 98th Test cap in the team's 29-27 victory against Argentina in the final Castle Lager Rugby Championship at Allianz Stadium. Shout out to Siya, he's about to get to 100 caps. For me, that's one of those guys that, the first time I ever saw Siya Kolisi play rugby, I did not think he belonged on the pitch. And obviously I was completely wrong. But it's only because it was such a tense game. I remember, I think when he made his debut, it might have been against New Zealand, in a game where he suffered a concussion coming in from the bench, which always looks bad, bro. Imagine coming in from the bench, you're hyped, you have your cleats on, you've got your fucking tape on, you're ready to show these guys why you should be the guy starting, and then you walk onto the pitch, and then boom. Do you remember your name? Yes. Do you remember your wife? Yes. Do you have kids? No. You have kids. You have 2 kids. It's concussion. Get him out of here. Sad. But he's come a long way, and it's very, very, like, it's an honor to see him become a centurion. It is kind of a shame that he's gonna become a centurion at either Allianz Stadium or some weird, like, maybe he's gonna Twickenham or whatever. I don't know. He's gonna have to play. He's gonna have to make his 100th appearance in, like, away from home. You really want those moments to be at home, but you don't get to choose. It's actually a blessing just that you're in the international setup, and I'm pretty sure he feels the exact same way. But what an honor it is. It's gonna become only the 9th Springbok to do this. It means only 9 people that have ever played for South Africa have ever gone to 100 Test matches. That is an exclusive list. We're excited about the makeup of the squad, said Erasmus. Makeup? What the hell? No, I know what it means. Most of the players in this group have been with us throughout the season, whilst others are back from injury and have done the job for us before or in the last few years. And again, it's just credit to Rassie being able to build the depth of the squad. Just being able to get people on the field that don't have 3 or 4 caps. Just people that are capped, straight capped. More caps, more caps, more caps. The experience is there. And this is what I mean by he's the best coach in world rugby right now. Maybe even of all time. He's not short-sighted in the way that he plans his things. He always makes sure that there is an opportunity to build for something else. He's always looking for the future. I remember him in interviews specifically telling some of the older players that when he started making his own podcast, a few episodes for however long that lasted, it was really good. By the way, I recommend you check it out. When Rassie was in his podcast talking about how he does not want the younger players to feel lost when they come into the Springboks system. Like, he's going to foster this entire thing where the senior players teach all the younger players what to do. That is exactly what all clubs should be doing. Not gatekeeping their position like, I'm going to play 15 forever. Your name's not even on the jersey. You cannot play for the Springboks forever. At some point you have to retire. We all have to retire. We all get old. Your bones start getting broken. And that's it. and he's made rugby a team thing more than I think people understand. Because as much as all the other international teams do try to play like a team, it never always comes off that way. Yeah, not with with Farrell and them always trying to people trying to take the spotlight and stuff, and I'm just there like no, no. With Neitling and Salman currently in the process of returning from injury, it's important for us that they get more game time in their URC franchises, which was the main reason for excluding them from the 36-man squad. Obviously, players not included on the standby list could also be called up should the need arise. Looking ahead at the tour, Erasmus admitted that whilst it would be challenging given the quality of the opposition they'll be facing, the team was eager to get back on the field. It's a longer tour than usual and we're facing top-class opposition, but we're looking forward to it, said Erasmus. Ireland and France are currently ranked 3rd and 4th in the world, whilst Italy, Wales, and Japan are in 10th, 12th, and 13th place. Wales, what a mighty fall. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on in Wales rugby. Maybe I should make a video about it, but I don't really know much. But it's very sad, to see a tier 1 nation just fall like that. Like, all the structures just fell apart. I don't know what happened to the junior ranks. I don't know what happened to their club rugby. Everything just fell apart and it just never went back up. Really weird. Ireland and France are always tough opposition. They both won 4 out of their 5 Six Nations matches, whilst France emerging as the eventual champions, and we know how challenging it is to beat them at home. There's Ben Jason Dixon there. Japan have beaten us before. Italy put up a good fight against us earlier this year in Pretoria, and Wales beat Japan, proving that they're again on an upward trajectory, and it's going to be a challenging tour. I do love the fact that they Rassie, one thing that he never does is he never plays down the opposition. Like, everyone else is really quick to be like, oh, these guys were bad. No, Rassie never says that. I've never even heard him criticize, refs that he has. But, like, I've never even seen him criticize, like, the play or whatever. He just gives compliments and he keeps it pushing. Even after putting 57 points in on a side, you won't catch him, like, and, he's a class act. I don't know where the criticism is. They just hate him. I think they just hate him because he coaches South Africa. The media is ruthless, bro. The media is ruthless and they're just waiting for your downfall. And the rugby media, and specifically, has always been very, very low class when it comes to situations like this. The forwards. I have Lou Diaga, Wild Knights, Ben Jason Dixon, Peter Steph Dutoy, Thomas Dutoy, Johan Grobler, Jan Klein, Sia Khaleesi, Wilco Low, Malcolm Marx, Franco Mostert, Oxenchair, Ruan Nokia, Zachary Portrin, Kwacha Smith, RG Sneeman, Gerard Steenkamp, Marco van Staden, Born Venter, Jan-Hendrik Wissels, Jasper Visser. In the backs, Kudley Arnser, Damien Dialendi, Andre Oosthuizen, Sasha Feinberg, and Gomez Zulu. We have Ethan Hooker, Chesson Colby, Jesse Creel, Manny Libok, Kenan Moody, Andre Pollard, Kobus Reinach, Moni van der Berg, Edwin van der Merwe, Damien Willemse, Grant Williams. So again, no real surprise. Maybe the surprises are on the players on standby, but again, congratulations to Zachary Portrin for making the Springboks squad, for being in this environment this early in his career. You can tell they're looking out for the young boys, and they're really, really, really trying to get them in the mentality of pro rugby, which is what I think a lot of the other teams don't do. You look at, but they also don't have the opportunities, which is a conversation that has to be spoken about. Some nations don't get an opportunity to play tier 1 nations enough, and when they do, they always go with the older, more experienced players, the guys that they're on their way out. the experience that they gain will not be valuable for them in the future. But Rassie has figured that out, and he's actually, you know, above the curve. Anyway, as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you want me to cover. It's gonna be an interesting tour. It's gonna be a good watch, and we're gonna be reacting to some of actually all the games as the weeks come by. So thank you so much, and goodbye.